Are you having trouble with moles and voles? Well, if so, then you're in luck, because today I'm using my mole and vole repellent, and it is going to help move these voles up out of here as long as I'm consistent. So let's go ahead and let me show you some of the damage. You can see I have these tunnels coming up on the ground, and if you look, my food forest garden is right over there. And so they're going to town making tunnels, looking for food. They're going all the way down to my raised bed, and I got something over there that I'm gonna show you later. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to pour 1 cup into this, and I had already measured out the cup. So I got my line right there. Now I had my very own can, but I misplaced it. I mean, I was looking for like almost 2 hours. So I'm gonna have to use this. This was a Repellant bottle. I'm glad I kept it. You can use a gallon container, but I like to use the hose, the water hose, to make sure I get it all across the ground and saturate it very well. The next thing you gotta use is a 1/2 cup of dish soap. All right, so this is a 1/2 cup right here. And so this right here is going to help the oil get mixed and dispersed when you spray it. This is gonna help cut it. But you know, oil and water don't mix. So let me go ahead. Hopefully I won't make a mess. I got to find my can, because I'm dropping some of this. Don't you hate it when you can't find your equipment? I mean, I looked 2 hours for that sprayer. All right, so this is all that you need, but I have a peppermint oil, and so I've read that they really don't like that either, so I'm just going to add it. But if you don't have the peppermint oil, then you don't need it, because this right here is 100% castor oil, and it's very expensive, but it works. So I'll put the link down in the description for you. And so I'm going to put the cap on it, and it's connected to my water hose so we can get started. But what the castor oil does, it makes the environment not friendly towards them, because when they're trying to eat, it makes their food taste bad and makes the smell bad, and it irritates their face, their nose, just like the peppermint oil. And so after a while, they're going to move out of the area. So that's why I'm going to apply it. So let's go ahead and apply it right now. All right, so what I'm doing first, I'm spraying the area where my garden is before I hit the tunnels. I don't want to put the solution out here, then they come running into my garden. So I want to make sure the smell is already on the border right here. And then I'm gonna work my way toward those tunnels that are over here. All right, so that's how you want to apply it, making sure the area where you don't want them to go, you go ahead and saturate that first, and then work your way over so you can herd them out. All right, so that's what I'm doing now. And I can smell the mint. So I want to make sure I saturate the area and herd them out. All right, I just got finished spraying. I'm gonna take you over here and show you another area, and I got a couple more facts to talk about. I'm trying to make this a short video because it is about to get very, very cold, 18 degrees. I'm not used to that, so let's go over here anyway. All right, so here's my bed of collard greens, but if you look down in front of that bed, you will see that's a nice hole right there, and that was made by a vole. All right, so the good news is this is higher up. I don't have to worry about the vole getting in here, so they're not real good climbers anyway. And this right here is nice and slippery, so they won't be able to get in that bed unless I had something, my mulch was up this high, then they will be able to get into it. So that's why I don't worry about them getting into my raised beds. And this raised bed is from Quick Tent. I'll put the link down below if you need a raised bed. But let's go back over here and talk about some more facts. Now, I wish these work for me. I've seen a lot of people have success with it, but I still will try it. But so far, I haven't caught any with the little trap right there. But The tunnels that are being made, they're being made by moles because they're real good diggers compared to the Voles. So if you have those tunnels, you want to make sure you try to get rid of that, because the Voles use the tunnels of the moles, and then they'll jump out like that little hole I showed you. They'll jump out and then go to your vegetable garden, and then they'll go to town because they'll eat the leaves, or because they're vegetarians, they'll eat the root balls while they're underneath. And so you want to make sure you take them out because they have messed up a lot of my plants. Now, we just came from that raised bed. I also want to let you know that this video is being sponsored by Quick Tent. So once again, I'll put the links down there with my discount code. Now, I did use Repel X, and the thing about that, I noticed some success, but they use the castor oil as well, but they put it on the little the granules, but there's only 20% castor oil, so 100% versus 20%. I'm gonna use what I have left, but I want to make sure I use the 100% pure castor oil that makes sure that they don't like that area, and I'm gonna keep herding them along. So what I'm gonna do in about another 5 to 7 days, I'm gonna go to another section of the garden to make sure that they don't run in that area. And so I'm going to repeat the same thing. So you want to make sure that you herd them out, start in the grid, and then gradually move them off your property. I almost forgot about the Milky Spores. This right here, we're going to try to use to get rid of the grubs and the moles. That is one of their main sources of food. So this right here is going to take out the grubs, and it can last in your yard for up to 10 years. So once it gets on a grub and it kills the grub after several days, then it's going to release many more Milky Spores into the ground, and then they're going to still look out for grubs, and they're going to attack them, and more is going to be produced, and this lasts for up to 10 years. All right, so it is kind of pricey, but I'll put a link in the description as well. This is how I'm going to be fighting the rodents, because I don't want them destroying my garden. And so if you have the same issue, then you may want to try the same tips that I'm giving you. And this could be a preventative measure as well, just in case you don't want this stuff around. But I'll see you in the next video. I got to get out of here because of the cold, and I'm bringing my citrus trees in the house. 18 degrees, y'all. I gotta go. All right, later.